Hello, hello. This one is going to be short. I know there's a ton of other people live. Dropped a little receipt on my community tab, but since I got a screenshot that I'm being told if I have stuff, I need to go live with it immediately, even though others wait, I don't know, 3 days before they show their proof, right? But let's go through this real quick here. I was gonna do this way, but I'm just gonna go through my community tab. How about that? Hello, hello, all you beautiful people. I'm sorry I'm taking up so much time of your day. Promise, promise it'll be really short. Hey, sticks up. Hey, ladybug legs, Nana, D, XX Country, Caroline Polk. All right, here we go. So, contrary to what some might say, I know Summer's case quite well, but to me, this isn't Summer's case. But I still have a very good grasp on it. Thank you very much. So the question is, who knew what when? This conversation took place on September 10th, 2021. Brad, Brabshawn, 423 Chase, he started collecting for the billboards between October 7th and October 15th of 2021. And who promoted him collecting money for the billboards? Just keep that in mind. September 10th, Penny says, I need the coordinates you wanted Chase to go to. TM says, Fall Branch, Zinc Mine, gives the address. Then she says, Penny, I was just in the shower thinking about this. Have you heard from him yet? Prayer hands. Penny, nope. TM says, Okay, can you talk? She says, Not right now. We're trying to figure something out. Chase's mom's numbers don't work. Mom's numbers? Wow, okay. Tiffany says, What? What the fuck? Serious? For fuck's sake. Okay, please keep me posted on this. And then she says, GG. And Penny says, Gonna keep calling people on his background. TM says, Fuck. Okay. Just say you're calling to locate him because he was supposed to help you around the house with yard work. Don't throw up any red flags. I just emailed him again. So, in case he doesn't have access to a phone, he can log into a computer. Best to send emails to him. It's a surefire fire way to get messages if he's in trouble. Penny says, Found him. Boy, they were on the hunt for this dude hard. And TM says, Where the fuck was he? Is he okay? Penny drops the receipts of Vine Link, whatever it is that she grabbed that from. Violation of probation. She says, It'll be a minute before he's out. TM says, Fuck, I knew it. Damn. Don't tell anyone. Penny says, I'm just glad he's alive. Yeah, no, I would never. TM says, The last thing he needs is for anyone to know he's on probation. My lips are locked. Penny says, Yep. TM asks, Does he need anything? She also says, Did you talk to him? Did he call? Penny says, I don't know. We found out through the app. TM says, Ugh, damn. What prison is he at? Prison. Yeah, and this chick is trying to school me. Anyway, okay, prison. I'll try to put money in his account. Let me read that again here. I'll try to put money in his account. Penny says he's in Sullivan County Jail. This is on September 10th, 2021. TM says, Okay, all right. Does it say anything about a court date? Penny says, Nope. Look at Mobile Patrol. That's all I see. Cop friend is out of state at the moment. TM says, Okay, I'll go into the court docs later on. Right there. She's going to look it up later on, right? At least he is safe. Safe. Everything happens for a reason. This could be a good thing. Maybe he was going to run into trouble. And he says, okay, let me know what you find out. Let me know what you find out. He wasn't on probation for anything nasty. It was a bad transaction. He explained it to us when we ran his background and asked. And asked hi? I don't know. Tim said, I didn't think so. Not worried. We all have a past. Yep. Did that not expand the whole thing? Let me see here. Just making sure I got through it all. But hang on, I'm going to drop the other receipts. Wait, did I leave out a screenshot? Why is this not loading? Does he need anything? Did you talk to him? Did he call? Just double checking and making sure it's all in here. Yep. September 10th. September 10th. Let's see here. They said they were going to go look this up, right? They would have went and looked him up and they would have found this. Now, if you're on your phones, your computers, your laptops, that's why I went live, because this is really hard to see to put into a community post. It's even hard for me to see on here, so I'm going to put my phone in. This one is at Sullivan County Jail. The dates, they're all before September 21st, the filing dates. The bottom one is May 27th. The one before that, September 4th, 2020. And the one at the top is March 8th, 2016. This is for theft of property, $1,000 to $10,000. And then he had 2 probation violations on that. The next one, same dude, 2 counts of theft of property, both on May 10th, 2016. Next one. Here's another count of theft of property. Filing date on this one, September 9th, 2015. The bottom one, theft of property, 10,000 to is it 60 or 50? $60,000. Filing date, April 8th, 2021. And these are just the money ones. He had other things, but this is another theft of property for 10,000 to 60,000. Filing date on this one, 8/31/2021. The bottom one, theft of property, the filing date, September 8th, 2015. Don't tell me y'all didn't know he was a bad dude before you asked people to donate their money for a billboard. But since she said she's going to cover everything that I cover and everything I share, I truly hope that you cover that and break that down. Because I think there's a lot of people in the community that you built that have some questions about that. You knew that an entire month before he collected a dime for the billboards. Both of you knew that. An entire month. Scott H. said he told you both on September 3rd or 4th that Brad was a scammer. Yet you continued to push it out there and have people give their hard-earned cash to Brad. Why is that? Hey, Brittany. He explained it to them. I got you, Parody. They said that, he explained it, but she said there in that message, I'm gonna go look up the court docs. So that tells me that you are gonna do the work on your own. Find out this information on your own. Did ya? Over there doing a members only live on me, telling people that I don't know what I know. You don't know what I know. Penny, you screamed and yelled at anyone telling the truth about Brad. Did you? They knew before the billboards. They sure did. Always a bad transaction. Always. TM was buddy buddy with Penny back then, not chasing, so there's that. Good point. They were all buddy buddy and so many more. Yet she said she never knew about his criminal history or probation until AB brought it out in October. Hmm, hmm, did she now? Yeah, that's what a bad transaction is. hmm Is this this? Yep, same dude. Same dude. She tried intimidating anyone who spoke out. It's very gross. I do got those deets. Sure do. I don't have any proof of that, T, but it does make one wonder. Celeste, I agree. So at that time, from the outside looking in, Chase was sending Tiffany money for wine and things like that. Or at least that's what the word on the street was. Well, I don't have proof of that. That was the word on the street. This exactly ties into what I was saying. TM, Penny, and others misled us, then wanted to drag us for not doing as they ordered. It sickens me. What was that? Let me pull. Let me share this one more time. I think it bears repeating if you're going to go over everything I cover. Don't tell anyone. Penny. Yeah, no, I would never. Tiffany. The last thing he needs is for anyone to know he's on probation, especially the people that he's asking money for a month later. Yeah, good call there. My lips are locked. I remember the night I dug on Brad telling Cece to not have anything to do with him and stop taking money for the billboards and call the TBI. Then got attacked for stepping away until December. Oh, yeah. Forgotten Whispers. This is a rabbit hole you don't want to go down, love. I don't know if she would. She would have had to have been in Penny's Discord at that time. And I don't think she was. I could be wrong though. Disappointed in that's why I said. You want to know why I'm not covering for Penny? Never tried to cover for Penny? Never plan to? Since the moment I saw her, I felt things were shifty and shady. Didn't even know any of this. It just felt that way. But then now that I know all of this, one's not any worse than the other in my book. AB covered this. Thanks, Burden. Always coming in with some facts. See, it's nice to have friends in other communities because sometimes you don't know what all they know. TM was never planning to tell anyone that she knew. Hmm. Ozzy, Trisha, still got nothing? You're welcome. I agree. They both need to fire up Alive and explain. But if you want to sit over there and drag me, and no, I'm not listening. I did get a screenshot and a little clip there of you're gonna always cover my content. Well, I hope you cover this. Nana, around here we say love, love, not liar, liar. She defended him until chasing got involved, and then she had no other choice. Ooh. Aren't the only ones that flocked to Rogersville, and now looky looky, it's just these two to blame. I think not. A few others need to look in the mirror. Roxanne, you're probably right. Probably right. I like rabbit holes. I'll fill you in. That's all I got, guys. Just a few tiny receipts. I'll go ahead and throw the dates and stuff on a community post, like I said I would. And I have Scott H's a screenshot from when he said the other night that they knew on the 3rd or the 4th. And I'll throw those up on another community post. But I just wanted to go through it really quick. Like I said, it's going to be a short one. A lot of us have been here since the beginning. I haven't, but a lot of you have. You're right. And did you remember how I was telling you I was almost obsessed? Yes, I remember you telling me that the other night. I didn't miss very much. I've learned to take breaks now. You haven't missed much at all, lean on me. No one is going to stand in front of anyone who allowed Chase to scam thousands in Summer's names. No one. Not even if I once called them my friend. Mm-mm-mm. Please don't defend AB. He went along with everything TM did until she got close to Benny. That's for them to sort out. But these are the things that you want to know about Summer's case or claim that they're a part of Summer's case. No, this is your guys' stuff in the background that has nothing to do with her missing case. I don't even think law enforcement would give a darn about any of this if you did turn it in. I'm glad it clears up some things for some people. Yeah, he did scam. And they knew he did scam in Summer's name. Took thousands and thousands of dollars. And they have thrown people like Christie under the bus since, who gave thousands and thousands of dollars. And they knew a month prior to him ever collecting a dime, all the different things. Let me take this down. All the different things that he had been charged with, all the amounts. Because they told us right here. I'll go into the court docs later on. Okay, please let me know what you find out. They knew. It's not safe anywhere, Bieber. It's insane. Yeah. I know, Burden. I know what you're doing. And that's the thing. Sometimes when you present receipts and facts and things like that, people like to twist it into something else. They like to twist it into, oh, you're standing up for this person or you're standing up for that person. When the fact of the matter remains, no. Sometimes you're just trying to get to the bottom of something and it's not the right time. There was some sweet ladies who got scammed not only financially, but their hearts too. He was romancing several women. I'm just confused why Chasen got blamed for this when she became friends with her almost 2 years later. I get TM calling things out, but TM should answer for it since they were on a personal level. I think they should both answer for it. Maybe they'll do a panel together. It all kind of starts to click together, doesn't it? Magician's Manor. I like that name, by the way. The truth is the truth, no matter who benefits from it. Right? That's what I said earlier. Do you want the truth? All the truth? Or do you just want someone else drug? Because when all the truth comes out, there might be some people affected that didn't want a part of it, didn't want that truth out there. Are your lips still locked, Tiffany? What else did you know about 423 Chase? No, she's not accusing Chasing of that. What she's doing is accusing her of standing in front of and protecting Penny. I don't know what truth people really want. I think they want the truth that fits their agenda. She did. In Summer's name. She absolutely did. Is this a Were you aware of this? I'm curious. I know there's a couple of her mods in here. Were you guys aware of any of this? Does it fill in any gaps? Yep, Forgotten Whispers. This was a group of two women who one says the other one brought this dude into the community. I honestly don't know what the other one says about the dude. I don't care about how he got here, but they both supported him. They were both involved in him. They both propped him up. They both encouraged people to donate thousands of dollars to this man, and they both knew a month before that he was a scammer. He continued to do so. I'm not even going to go into the phone call. But he continued to do all those things. They knew at September 10th what type of person they were dealing with and allowed that man and encouraged that man to collect money in Summerwell's name for billboards. And look at what it turned into. September 10th. What else was known, when, and by who? I was a mod for Penny and I had no idea she was talking to TM or that they both knew this about 423. Hmm. I think you're right. Be a good person. Beaver says, so I'm just going to throw this out there, and I could be totally wrong and honestly don't know. But from me outside looking at it, it seems that BK, TM, and Penny all have some explaining to do. Don't use my name. I don't like it when people use my name or say things in their chats like I don't know what I'm talking about. You have no idea what I know. And that wasn't to you, Indy, but you know that. And no, not everyone knew about the fake Fed. You're right. Chasing was somewhat in the loop, and for her to say that she didn't know, I believe that it wasn't public knowledge. I don't think that Stacy reached out to everyone. She just reached out to a lot of people. Penny hid this from you. Oh, Penny hid this from you. Penny didn't tell you all this? I mean, I can see why Tiffany didn't tell her crew this, but Penny didn't tell her people this? I can only imagine the lies on the sleigh stuff she's feeding everyone. Oh, I think she's actually telling, well, she's telling some partial truths, and yeah. I'm drinking now and I really don't drink. Chase brought himself to the, yes, you said that. I'm just going off of, she did a live once where she said she brought him here, but yeah. They pushed him out there. Back then it was the battle between the billboards and the marathon and who supports what. I'm so glad I wasn't around for that. It is a little crazy, isn't it? Just don't trust anyone on here because you can bet no one is who they seem to be on here. That's so true. That's so true. There's a lot of fuck shit going on behind our backs. I'm sorry. I mean, I wasn't either of their people, but I can't imagine knowing that September 10th, 2021, these two knew what they knew. And they've been carrying on ever since then in various ways. Is TM coddling Penny? Good question. Is she standing in front of Penny while pretending to throw Penny under the bus at the same time because there's dirt on both of them? I don't know. I think that you guys have every right to be over the lying. I didn't follow these two women back then, didn't support them, didn't make a donation to the Billboard Fund, none of that stuff. I absolutely think that you have every right to be over all the lying. I have no reason to lie. If I knew, I'd say I did. You have no reason to be drug into it either. You're welcome, Betty. Are these the screenshots Fizzle said we would be mad about? I don't know. I mean, they might be. Where did these come from, if you don't mind me asking? I got them in an anonymous email. But you can see all the proof on there to know they're legit. Shh, nobody tell her. I do like it when she says that. Yep, she has said that. Some would say they're for these kids. Totally fake. Tiffany has admitted she brought, oh, I already read that one. Yep. Mm, 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 mm. Yep, she does take credit for it. Forgotten Whisper says, I've been nothing but real and I never would be anyone else. It's not hard to have integrity and decency. I didn't think it was either until coming to YouTube. I was talking with a friend the other night. If the people in my real life acted the way that some of these people do on YouTube, I would become a major introvert and never leave my home because I wouldn't want to people anymore. It is insane. It's absolutely insane the way people act. Your girl D says, personally, this pisses me off because I lost time, money, and trust when they could have saved us all. They could have, D. They could have told you all. They could have warned you all. And they also could have came clean about this a long time ago instead of what they're doing now. Both of them. Because you're both acting a certain type of way that is despicable. She's running her own live right now, but she said she'd be covering all my content, so hopefully she'll be covering this. Nanya, they are the best. Gotten quite a lot of interesting information that way. And I think that you get a lot of really interesting information when you have integrity. Or it could just be when the other people are so far on the opposite end of the spectrum, people are sick of it. They're over it. They're done. They're tired. They're tired of being doxxed and chastised and called out and talked down to and spoken to the way that they are and claiming that they're doing things in the name of a missing little girl when it's really the person yelling at them doing it. You might. Sugar cookie? I don't think I've ever seen you around before, but I have to agree with you. She's been awfully quiet. Her friends, I watched a live not too long ago, like hours ago, where her friends are telling her, go live and take care of all of this. Why won't she listen to them? Is there more? I don't know where he like if he was on his he created his account really close to the time Summer went missing. From what people have said repeatedly on YouTube. I've never saw his account. Nancy Ellen, it does seem like only those two would have access to them. Pretty private information, isn't it? I think it's all crap, and I think once their crap dries up and becomes hard, they create more crap to throw at the walls. Chasing should never be displayed like this. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry we cracked me up. Parody, please. And I'm begging y'all, please don't give your money out like this to people like this. Because I'm sure at this time, none of you knew. And how could you have? How could you have known? Yeah, they would have you locked up. They would. I've tried explaining this to a couple of my best friends on our girls' nights, and they're like, "What? Grown adults do that? Grown adults act like that? Yell at people like that? That's bizarre." Hey, Tammy Lynn. I'm wondering now if TM favorite line, I'm the only one for summer, no one else, really meant it's my money, only she could draw in cash under false pretenses or covering dirty people. I don't know her motivations. Oh, thank you. You should hear Pearl's voice. Pearl has an amazing, soothing voice. Everything is flipped upside down. The people that should be talking are not talking, and the good creators are once again getting crapped on by the crazy ones. Hey, Truth Seeker. They might be Liberty. I kind of agree with you there. They're already on members only, so I bet you're right. They're going to go to private real quick. I wondered how much you did or didn't know. I didn't think you'd be in support of anyone who's done some of the things they've done. And that's the thing is they like to call out just a handful of people, right? I hear that over and over. Just a handful of people's names on their mouths over and over and over again. The thing is people like Burden, Duchess, others, they've been around for all of this. They remember everything that went down. It's not just the handful of people that are constantly they're like or even your own mods. There are other people around listening and paying attention. Those people are gems, and I appreciate them. You're fine, you're fine. What? Taking a hang on, it was an obvious grift like a sales pyramid, taking a little from the top every time. I even heard arguments over percentages, who's taking what, etc. Well, you gotta have to put receipts out for claims like that, but oof. I'd like to see some digging into the big story about the phone combo. TM 423 and Summer in Illinois with Grandma. Was it a planned recording with TM? I think that I don't know that that could go past those two, the two that were on the conversation or on the phone call. I think only those two would God know the truth of that. And can I just stress how completely disgusted I was when she left that baby's picture on the stream and said, "Tell your excuses to her, ma'am." What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Emotional manipulation is what that was, Beaver. Emotional manipulation. Thank you, Squids. I don't know about Trixie either. Not the full deets. Not the full deets. Is Sapito in my chat? Hey, Sapito. Man, I sent TM super chats all the time. Like you're right. I sent them to various people more than a week ago. I'm telling you right now that I didn't go see court filings. I didn't look into it. I am sorry. I left it at the story he told me. I don't know if she saw. You're telling me that you did not vet this guy. That's what you're saying. You got this information. You guys are sending him here, there, everywhere, looking into dug up graves, and you're telling me you did not vet that information. What about Scott telling you he was a scammer? Yeah, it does suck incognito. He needs to stop running the streets. Yeah, the poo always does circle back, doesn't it? She used to mysteriously pop in everywhere anything was mentioned. BK is saying she owes him 600. Why? Why are these creators I was stealing 500 and more back and forth? I don't know. I'm not gonna try to add a weird conspiracy to it like others would. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay in the safe spots. Oh, did Amara donate memberships? Thank you, love. You gotta email me. Can I ask you a favor? Someone sent me a message about Michael's grandma. Neither are named. What? Someone sent me a message about Michael's grandma. Neither are named Deanna Ellis and never had anything to do with David Dotson. Is someone saying that? Let me scroll down and see. So someone is putting that on you now, Brandy? They did vet everyone, Parody Patty. I mean, we just heard it being yelled about VIN numbers and stuff just a week ago. But they didn't look into this. Scott told me he didn't like Brad, but didn't give me a reason. I told Scott about the jail thing. Mm-mm-mm. You're letting others out here take the fall, letting people think that others are standing in front of you when you knew this the whole time. Maybe you didn't look up his court record, but you knew what was right here on this screen. You knew the things you said back and forth. I have nothing to say. Oh, hey, Jones and Love. Let's see, did Brandy answer again? You're the only one with the answers. They did need a fall guy. The day I found out, I told Scott about the jail thing, but Scott didn't look into it either, I don't think. But Scott didn't go public about hating him till it was after the billboards going up. But what did you and Tiffany know? Brandy, if you're still in here, email me and I'll look into what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about with the David stuff, but is someone currently going over that stuff again, acting like he's related to y'all or involved? I love Beamer. Mhm, mhm. Why do a background check if you don't look at the info? That's a great question, Nancy. Great question. I've said it before. If TM is demanding something that does not exist, wait, what the, yeah. They all do. Why? Because if you scream it out and demand it, it looks as if, um, it looks and feels as if that other person's already instantly guilty. Even just by screaming and accusing, you already place an accusation on that person, and people already instantly draw questions and conclusions and thoughts and theories based on that, just by putting it out there into the atmosphere. Beverly, I think you're right. How can you prove something that doesn't exist either, right, Johnson? How can you prove something that doesn't exist? You can't. So if someone just screams accusations at you all day long, people can start to believe that because you have no way of proving it. But some things are provable. When a person speaks loud on several panels for almost 2 years, then goes quiet when being questioned, it says a lot. I'm not attacking Penny. I just don't get the fact that you can chat but not speak like you did. Music is my therapist says, I've stayed silent long enough. I've watched this case from the beginning but stopped because of the drama. Miss Fizzle, I live by quotes, and people who talk the most are usually guilty of something. Right. You can't prove a falsehood. Cam and Ellie and Tracy have tried to expose the truth for so long. I think a lot of people have been trying to expose it. Oh, I'm sure there'll be a spin. There'll be a spin, a twist, a shift. There'll be something. I know, crispy treat. I was in the pool ready. I'm ready to go back to it. I'm ready to crash and just listen to some other people's lives. But let's show these one more time before we go. What do you say? Just for prosperity's sake. September 10th, 2021. Trying to find out where he is. Found him. Where was he? Oh, he's in jail for a violation of probation. You can't tell me you didn't look into what that probation violation was. Well, you could tell me, but I'm not going to believe you. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, no, I would never. The last thing he needs is for anyone to know he's on probation. Why wouldn't you want anyone to know he's on probation, Tiffany? I thought that you brought everything you knew straight to YouTube without haste. My lips are locked. And then the kicker. Does he need anything? I'll try to put some money on his account. I'll go look into the court docs later on. Let me know what you find out. We all have a past. Some of us don't. Not a nefarious one, anyway. Some people don't. All of these charges, separate dates, thousands and thousands of dollars that he was charged with. Theft of property, 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 and there's so many more. Who knew what and when?